Hi guys, Kathleen Lewis here. I'm a homeschool graduate, homeschool mom, learning enthusiast, and today I've got my sister with me, my younger sister, and we are going to talk about what homeschoolers are like in college. Michelle and I both have college degrees. We did you pick the same school I did on purpose, or was that just?
I don't remember why I pushed. I think I was well. I did know I liked the teachers that were at the school we went to. I don't really remember shopping around for other schools necessarily. So
Yeah, I think it was more default because I chose it, and then yeah, we just ended up there. But the ironic thing is, I wanted to be a music major, piano performance major, for years. And then just before I started college, I switched because I'm like, I want to like my instrument when I'm done. But Michelle, she stuck at it. What was your degree in?
it was in string pedagogy officially. So I studied violin. Viola was part of it, but violin, string pedagogy.
What was it like when you stepped on campus? I mean, were you overwhelmed, or did you feel prepared?
I think that the freshman year is overwhelming, but you also feel prepared. That's a pretty normal feeling for a lot of freshman students. Like you get a little shell shocked by.
I'm in college.
Well, you get shell shocked by that, and then all the syllabi, and then
you just get dumped on.
You get dumped on.
Yeah,
and that's normal. It's a normal feeling to be overwhelmed. I would say I did feel very prepared. I didn't have issues keeping my grades up at all.
I think we were unique in the fact that our parents had us do a more formal, more traditional high school. We did the BJU Press Academy from Education. So that was us doing their distance learning coursework and turning in grades to them. So we had experience keeping on class schedule because back in the day, BJU Link was live. So we had exposure to sitting there during the entire time.
Yeah, you could be late for class.
Bathroom break took longer, or the chore that you were supposed to do quickly, did not get done as fast. So you could be late. But I think it was different also in the fact that a lot of times we would take those recordings, like if we knew we always were bored in class, we would record the class, and then as soon as the class was over, just sit there fast forward to the parts we needed. Anyways, so yeah, we had a little bit of exposure to having a class schedule, so that wasn't weird for us. What about homework? Any trouble keeping up with that? Because I mean, we didn't really have too much homework before.
Yeah, again, I think it's just the usual stress of figuring out what your new schedule is like and how to fit it into that schedule. I don't remember missing assignments. That was not a thing that I did. I didn't miss assignments. Just schedule when you're going to get the homework done.
I guess we were a bit obsessed too, because as homeschoolers, we were never late on anything anyways, so.
Right.
Yeah. It's like we can't break that record, I mean.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I ever wanted to be late. And like, why would you turn something in late? It didn't make sense to me.
Why would you not be prepared? Why would you not keep a priority of your academics over your social life? Yeah, I mean, we had social life. She was a bit more of a socialite than I was. I was not socializing until my junior year.
But the weird thing was I was a social music major. So that...
Which practices a lot of time.
Yeah, I practiced. I would get my practice time in, for the most part. I mean, everybody has a bad week where you're sick or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was very social. Well, you were president of your society at one point.
Yeah, we had student organizations, and I was president and treasurer. But I didn't socialize a whole lot within my major because they were all boys that... Let's face it, they don't want to date the girls that are in their class because I'm like, she's a nerdy, career-oriented woman, so why would I be interested in her? I don't know. That was just the vibe I got from. So I hung out with a very few girls in the accounting department. But yeah, we were all nerds and all studiers, so we didn't we did not socialize as much as the rest of the campus.
Well, I feel like in the music department, at least the culture of the school that I was in, you became friends with a lot of the music majors and exchanged ideas and concepts. And with my actually a lot of people that I graduated with my major too, we still keep in contact and exchange teaching suggestions and ideas. So that's a big thing that we still do. I was actually talking to a friend about a student this week who I graduated with. So same major.
Yeah.
So.
And I guess we also have to point out that we went to a school that we were driving distance from. Mm-hmm. So we did not have to live in the dorms. My brother did for 1 year, which he was fine with, but that was a shock for him because he never roomed. My sister and I were roommates all growing up. But yeah, I guess being a student who lived off campus and not in the dorm during campus housing was different as well. We had a little bit more control over our schedule, a little bit more flexibility over social life too. So I did a whole lot of my social life on campus while I was there. In the evenings, I did not socialize as much because that was study time for me. So
yeah, well, if like I was able to be in an opera at the university that we went to, and that was social time.
Yes. Up till 2 a.m. getting practice in and photos.
I don't think we were ever actually up until 2 a.m., but midnight one time we were out on campus. So, I mean, it's fine though because you're in college and we're able to get stuff done. But, I mean, the social time for productions, when you're in a production, you're able to kind of jam with the friends that you're with, make friends while you're there.
Yeah.
So
I realized after my sister and I finished that I forgot to mention another question, which you probably have. GPA, were you guys actually able to keep up? We mentioned homework, but yeah, GPAs, we had no problem. I maintained an A average. I'm not going to tell my sister's grade point average, but we did not have any trouble keeping up with their classes. So yeah, college was good. College was not a nightmare for us as homeschoolers. It was smooth sailing. There wasn't a whole lot of bumps. I would say the biggest adjustment for me would have been the dead space in between classes. Figuring out what to do with the dead space and trying to just cram all the academics in, during the school times so you can have free time later. But the dead space in between classes was the biggest adjustment for me.
I didn't find that to be a problem. I guess I found that I had short enough assignments or practice time. That's why I'd go catch 45 minutes or so practice time in between classes. They had practice rooms available close enough that I could go do that. I mean, I think I had enough to do that. I had to just figure out. Music majors tends to be a little bit more intensive on your time is very valuable.
Yeah.
So
yeah, college. If you guys have any other questions about what college is like as a homeschooler, drop it down. I'd be happy to answer those comments there, or maybe even make another video if you have anything more specific. And here I have my younger sister, Bib.
Do I do the introduction? While we're at this, I'm gonna turn off the baby.
Turn off the baby.